Parentification. What is it? It's a form of neglect or emotional abuse that can have lasting effects on the child, which now we call adult children. It's usually a child who's grown up with a narcissistic parent. And one common abuse tactic for parentification is when the younger or the child is expected to take care of younger siblings. If it's to the extreme, sometimes parents expect the child to be the referee when the parents are arguing. Sometimes they expect the child to parent them. In some cases, the child is left to take themselves to the doctor. They're left to advocate for themselves at school with school personnel. And this is usually because the parent is not available emotionally, physically. They're just not there. They've checked out. Could be a parent who is using a substance, who's caught up in addiction. But it can also be a parent who is suffering with their own mental health issues like bipolar, schizoaffective disorder, and they're not being treated for it, or they're refusing to engage in their own treatment. Sometimes the parent will complain, expecting the child to comfort them when it should be the other way around. The parent should be comforting the child. Children witnessing parent threatening suicide all the time. I'm just going to kill myself. And you have the child running around the house trying to figure out ways to make the parent feel better. This is all unhealthy. It's not good. Parentification is simply role reversal. The child is acting as the parent. It's a process. It places the child in situations where they feel or act like their parents, that they're parents to their parents, which they should be. In a nutshell, the child had no childhood. And so when he or she grows up, it's difficult for them to have fun, relax, enjoy. They're always on alert. They're hypervigilant. They want to make sure that everybody in the room or the house or the place is taken care of. And these type of personalities tend to also become enablers, not empower. They don't empower. They don't know how to do that. They think empowering someone is doing everything for that person, and that's very unhealthy. And now, some signs and examples of parentification is taking care of the younger siblings in a parental way, not to the extreme. Taking care of a sick parent, sibling, or relative. That's okay sometimes. However, when it's expected 24/7, 365, it is not healthy. When you've got a child paying bills. I remember working in the court system and there was a 15-year-old standing before the judge to bail her mother out of jail. She said, "I'm waiting to get my check from Burger King so I can go and get my mom out of jail." For deviant behavior. Usually it's the parent who's bailing the deviant child out of jail, not the other. There are 4 types of parentification. One of them is instrumental. That's where you've got a kid paying bills. Emotional parentification. That's where you have the parent looking to the child to make them feel better. Looking for the child to comfort them. Looking for the child to listen to their adult issues. And sharing too much. A parent can share too much. I had one child who was like 16 years old, I think, 16 years old. And the mother was discussing sexual intimacy situations with that child. Completely inappropriate. And if that's you, stop it. Parentification is real. And if you've been subject to it in your childhood, I encourage you to seek professional help. If you wonder why you appear so grown up, others thought it was great. Oh, you're so mature, you're so grown up, not knowing what you were forced to do. You didn't even realize it. And the parent who engaged you in this type of activity probably didn't realize it either because they were not emotionally present. There, but absent. Parentification. Do your research. It's a real thing. And lastly, it is a form of child abuse. Trauma.